Hello fiber friends, welcome to another weekly roundup with Maddie Mix. Now, I didn't get that much done last week, but as always, this is how we do things here. This is the order operations, and if you look below, things are time-stamped. I've been time-stamping, so if you just want to look at one thing or another, you can go straight to it. Now, I didn't get tons of stuff done last week. I was sewing and getting things out to the hub, trying to do some pre-fall prep. So there will be, little Halloween baby booties and pumpkins and owls and all sorts of stuff heading out that way next week. But I did manage to get some things in. Sadly, no fiber prep, but spinning. This is bobbin one of that 4 gradient. See a little bit of the light there. Suri Alpaca. So this goes from light tan all the way through to this deep dark chocolate. So there was 1 ounce of each, therefore half an ounce of each on this. So there's 2 ounces on this bobbin. On a spun, it's super fine. You see how fine that is? It'll be fine. It'll be finer than a fingering weight when I'm done. So, and we'll make a shawl out of it. This will be 4 ounces, so it should be quite the yardage. Should be pretty sizable and lovely. Boom, boom. Now, I didn't get a chance to get this off the bobbin yet, but this is that 2-ply that I finished up last week. Still very, very happy with it. It's that Alexandera dyed merino tinsel bat. Okay, this is gonna be such a short video, 2 minutes in, and I'm already on to knitting, which I didn't do any, and it's still sitting here needing its half dozen more rows or so, and then that will be done. But what I did do, I did pick up the crochet hook. I did, and started a top. Now this is the crocheted lace tank top by Gu Chet, and I will link them below. It's a pattern, paid for pattern off of Ravelry, and it has this lovely flower, and it's supposed to be worked up in color blocks. But I just grabbed me some of this hipster crocheted cotton, because it's a nice number 3 weight, and I worked it up, and it kind of did its own color work. I think that's lovely and fun. So the flower goes on the side, and then they'll be strapped. One thing, one cake, whatever, skein, we'll call this thing, approximately 229 yards. They're allowed to be off, 100 grams. Made one side. Like precisely, like I didn't even cut the yarn, I just pulled it through. It perfectly makes one size. As it's written, no extra rows. To make this tank top bigger, there's certain places where you add extra rows. I think here you add an extra row or 2 if you want it bigger, and I think in here as well. So this is the neckline, and then that goes, I know somehow this connects to the side. These big loops connect to the side. But with working this up, I have some pattern books from the 70s, and I think I've manipulate some of those motifs and kind of take the same idea. We could have some serious rainbow-tastic fun with those, and like, why hold on to all those old books if I don't do something with them? So I got one full side done, and as you saw, the sorry state of that. I even pulled out some stitches when I pulled it out of the bag. Not cool. But I didn't do anything to mark it off, and that far. So I already got where I have the neck, and I'm just doing the other side. So that one's almost done. I love how that's all light blue in the middle. And these are the same colorway. So the question is, what am I going to do for the straps? and sewing it together if one of these perfectly goes aside. I do have some more hipster cottons, but they're all in sets of 2. Pardon me, only got 5 hours of sleep last night, which is better than what my husband got, which is, he didn't even come to bed. No, he wrote on his paper all night and then went to work this morning. Yeah, I'm worried about him a little bit, but you know, life is life. I do have some crochet cottons. That's not what they are. I'll grab some and you can let me know your ideas. This is what I have. I have some rainbow, but it is a number, well, this says it's a number 3. Why was I thinking it was a 4? So we just use these guys, right? Colors are close. Blues and pinks. I grabbed that, then I looked at this and went no, not that one. But this gray and that gray. They're shade off. I'm calling it good. So we'll just put these in. I have tons of these. They're Hobie cotton. Yeah, you can get them on really good sales. And if you buy in bulk, you get more of a discount. So I bought in bulk. I bought like 24 of them or something way back when. There's videos on that. Just check like 3 years ago. Yeah, I think 2-3 years ago. Or I have this. These colors don't work. That color doesn't work as all, but this stuff is gorgeous. I might just make a different top out of these because this is a Bambootiful, which is a bamboo blend. 50 cotton, 50 viscose from bamboo. So it's very, very soft, very, very smooth. So that needs to be its own top, and it's big. Or there's this stuff, which is, I love this cotton, and me love that price tag. So, and this is also number 3, 100% cotton. And its colors aren't too bad. But there's no green in here. So let me know. Do the Hobie? I think we're doing the Hobie, but do let me know. And I have several of these, so this might be its own different top, because cotton should be tops, even though if we're getting into the colder weather, as hints. Sweatshirt. But okay, got this on the coast. See the sea hag? Cause can you see the back? You can. Okay, it got a mermaid on it. It's got a lot of cat hair on it too now, because someone was being in my face. But she's cute. But yeah, no, love my new hoodie. Had to wear it. And if you're ever on the Oregon coast, drop into the sea hag, and the food is great. I have dietary restrictions. I can still eat around things there. Awesomely good. Several things my husband likes that I can't eat because they're covered in butter, but beautiful, beautiful food. So now that I totally digressed, I hope you found the top fun. The elf cloaks, cloak, whatever. I can't with the. It could be the yarn, or it could be too tight. So it's still in purgatory. I might work on a 7 hook and see what happens. Should just work one on a 7 hook and see what happens. Leave this as is though, because there's tons of yarn. We can figure it out. But it's just there's 2 of them in there. They're doing that. I hate how dense that is. I want it lighter. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to wear it. It's gonna be just too heavy. So don't think, other than like a week or so, we're not gonna get in horrible winters here. Pacific Northwest. Maybe other parts of the country, farther north into Canada maybe, but you know, our cold winters are fewer and far between. Global environmental change is a thing. The world is getting warmer on the whole, and we're seeing a lot of it. So I mean, talk to your vineyards. They'll tell you it's changing and they can't plant the same grapes. So we worried about that, which is why I try to go cottons and natural materials. And Geez, that side is, I haven't bought fabric from a fabric store in years. I get it secondhand mostly. I mean, there was just a huge de-stash sale from Mid-Valley Quilt Guild. We had one member that went into a memory care and gifted, her family gifted all her fabric to the guild. Yeah, we marked everything like $4 to $5 a yard. And we filled a conference room. It was so much fabric. So, my word to the wise, use what you can use. Try not to overconsume. And if there's things you need that you think I have, let me know. We can do an exchange. Hey, some things you just pay shipping, I'll give it to you. Because I have a stack of stuff over there. I'm just trying to figure out the best thing to do with it. So, let me know. And might put some things on my website that are just too good home, pay shipping. Because that would be awesome. I'd rather have things used than not. And I have these lovely knitting books for babies. I don't have babies in my life. Nowhere. My sister has grandkids. That's it. I barely see them, so I don't have to get them anything. Because they're on the other side of America. But I would love it if someone could actually use these things. So let me know if you're looking for stuff, and I'll try to pop things onto my Shopify and just say, try to do a too good home and the shipping cost. But anyway, it was lovely chatting with you all. To the new viewers, hello. Please subscribe. Click the like button if you like my face and want to see it again. Leave comments. I love your comments. I get lovely, lovely comments. And I enjoy them all. Super fun. And if you're just getting into the craft, let me know what you're getting into. Spinning, knitting, crocheting. Heck, even weaving. I don't really weave. There's an ink loom back there that needs some tender care because it doesn't work right. But yeah, any of the fiber arts. I mean, not that they ever die, but let's revive them and make them happy and commonplace. You know, if you walk by somebody crocheting, that should be a normal thing. Idle hands, right? Let's never have idle hands. Alrighty, y'all. Since the only acquisitions I made was I bought secondhand fabric. I really need to make my hubby more shirts, and that's where I sit. Love you all. Thank you all, and let me know what you're up to. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.